way into that construction zone between the Grand Central and the BQE. Also in Brooklyn, it's a bad ride southbound BQE, heavy from Queens tolls. It's really bad across the Hudson. Inbound George, we'll call it 25 up and 16 down.
I woke up this morning, and for the first time I looked around at my world. I saw my city. Dark, dirty, and without sympathy. I looked at its millions of inhabitants. I didn't know them, and I could see that they didn't know each other. For the first time, I looked up at each and every one as I walked past. And for the first time, I saw the expressions on their faces. They were silent, stoic, and they were all averting their eyes from each other and myself, as I too had always done before. I saw the signs around me, instructing me on how to live my life. Who to love, where to work, how to have fun. They clearly explained to me the joys of consumption. I could not comprehend the size of my city or the number of her inhabitants. But I could see their shadows and trails of waste littering the streets. I decided not to wake up in this place again. I woke up this morning in a new place. First, I believed I was nowhere at all because I was so clearly alone. The mountainous towers were replaced with towering mountains. Rivers of rage moved like a screaming fury, while rivers of patience flowed like dull evening traffic. Nature had returned, but moreover it was still untamed. No freeways could defeat the swamps of the jungle. In this place, man was at her mercy, but she was generous to them. Food and shelter grew on trees. People survived and thrived using the knowledge passed down by their ancestors. Their lives seemed somehow simpler to me. Not without a share of hard work, but without stress. Time lost importance, and every day was enjoyed. I saw they had everything they needed. But markets replaced department stores. Fruit and vegetable stands replaced supermarkets. And street vendors replaced restaurant chains. Humans had yet to be replaced by machines and computers. Everything was on a more personal level. I watched these people treat each other with surprising respect. It seemed I'd found the ideal culture. I looked forward to waking here again each day. I woke up this morning in the same place, but the world I saw had changed. The people were still living their simple lives without stress, but I discovered it wasn't entirely by choice. Here too, the signs were telling them how to live their lives and what to desire. They wanted to consume, and they believed their lives would be better if they had what the signs were selling. And what they did buy conflicted with their culture. They sold their artifacts to tourists to buy watches and sports jerseys. They were throwing cardboard wrappers and plastic bottles into the river like they were banana peels. They drove their imported cars and motorcycles even more dangerously than those in the city. Many had given up grass huts for poorly built cement houses. I could see their priorities had changed. This culture was moving steadily toward that which I had fled. It seemed there was no ideal society to be found. I was not sure I wanted to wake again. I woke up this morning as the final bandage was unwrapped from my eyes. I was no longer in a city, nor a village, nor in countryside. I discovered I live in a global community where no people live independently of all others. Each culture and economy and landscape is a mixture including parts of each other. Every element belonged just where it was. There was nothing wrong with them mixing. These people aren't victims, but players in a game. They're living selectively. They pick and choose what is important to them. Some choose to seek education and knowledge. Some choose to live lives of entertainment and pleasure. Others choose to close themselves off and enjoy the peace of solitude. I realize none of them are wrong. There is no right or wrong way to live. And that's when I truly understood that I am in control of my own life. And everything before today suddenly felt like a dream.